I spent a few days in the hospital last week, barely escaping the ICU. I laugh about it now, but it very much was preventable. I'm gonna give you the rundown so that you don't do the same thing I did, because I was very stupid. I was admitted to the hospital for stage sepsis, really bad kidney infection, abscess in my kidney, and an abscess in my pelvis. Basically, it all started from a UTI. The thing is, my UTI was not going untreated. The second I knew I had one, I got immediately on antibiotics. This is TMI for people. If this is like too much for you, just scroll. I had one UTI before, like it's not a common thing for me. And the second I got on antibiotics, it cleared up right away. So this time was definitely different, but I kept telling myself like, oh, one more day and it'll clear up and I'll feel fine and like it'll all be good. So multiple days have gone by, starting to think, I'm like, this is not clearing up. Maybe it's a kidney stone or something, because the two of them have basically the same symptoms. At this point, I was having insane back pain, which is why I was like, oh my gosh, it has to be a kidney stone, because everyone talks about how painful these are. Another day goes by and I'm like, okay, when is this kidney stone supposed to pass? Because I don't remember people's stories being like it lasted so long. I'm like, okay, it's either a really bad UTI like kidney infection, or it's like a horrible stone. I also didn't have a thermometer, like a temperature gauge at my house, so I never knew quite how high my fevers were spiking. Guaranteed I should have been in the hospital days before I went. Thankfully, my parents were in town. If it's a kidney stone, then I need to know if it's gonna pass on its own, because maybe that's what's like bugging me so much. To go get a screening, went to urgent care, and I was like, look, this is the deal. They did a urine test. Here's some different antibiotics to try. And I was like, okay, well, I want a screening. That's why I came. And they're like, well, we can't do that, so you're gonna have to go to the ER. Hopefully my mom was with me as a voice of reason, and she was like, no, let's just go to the ER. Rule everything out so that we know what we're dealing with here. And honestly, I think I just looked like a shell. Like, I truly felt the worst I've ever felt in my life. For some reason, I still was like, no, like, I will get over this. At the ER, they do a urine test. They're like, yes, you have a UTI. It's also a really bad kidney infection now. So in your screening, we found a abscess in your kidney and an abscess in your pelvis. ER doctor was like, yeah, this is urgent. We're gonna have to admit you to the hospital, blah, blah. Went to the hospital, loaded me up with IV antibiotics. First night got a little crazy. They almost sent me to the ICU. Every test they ran on me was out of whack. Your girl pulled through. Spent a few more days there. Moral of the story though is that this was all very preventable. I did do the first few steps right. Second, I had a UTI, which is very common, by the way. So if you get one, don't feel bad, just go get it checked out, go get on the medicine. And then if you're on the medicine like I was, if it does not get better, you need to go get it checked out again. Apparently I had really strong resistant strain, and that's why it wasn't going away. Basically, it was just chilling in my body and getting even stronger, even though I was on antibiotics. So save yourself the trip to the hospital. If you're feeling weird, if you have questions of any kind, just go to the doctor, please. So a little reminder to never take your health for granted.